everybody, Brandon Jones here. I got Kyle Bossman.
Hi, everybody.
I got Daniel Bloodworth.
Hey.
Do you like trailers, Kyle?
I love trailers.
Sweet. Well, it just so happens that I got a trailer for you to watch. It is a trailer that you're probably somewhat familiar with. You might get a sense of deja vu watching this, because like you've seen some live action trailers. You've seen celebrities playing Call of Duty. They're back again to talk about Black Ops 3, a game that I'm highly anticipating. I got some issues with this trailer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So let's get here are my issues, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Y'all don't know about Kevin?
So you got a popular song. Hopefully it's got black somewhere in the title if you're dealing with Black Ops. Back in Black was Black Ops 2. I think maybe it was a better fit. Like Painted Black is just kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. It's fun. It's maybe a bit of a stretch. And we got lots of famous actors coming in. They always cast the celebrities to come in just for a second, but then they really focus on just the dudes. It's always just like a bunch of friends together. The trailer does have a fun attitude. Obviously, for those of you that haven't seen it, the play is that he's talking about this guy Kevin. That's just some player of Call of Duty, and then you think he's the greatest guy ever, but then someone comes in during a campaign mission, I'm assuming, like takes him out for some reason, and then we reintroduce another character, a model named Carla, who you did not know, Kyle.
I did not know her.
It seems like you should know her.
I don't know my models.
She has a kind of face. She's got model eyebrows.
Sure.
She just has this kind of like this status about her. And Marshawn Lynch, comes running in.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. Like you even see this with Apple. It's like they have these people in there that like they're sort of celebrities, but they're very niche celebrities. Like different segments will recognize, oh, I know that person, but a lot of other people have no idea who half the people in the trailer are.
So live action, lots of effects, lots of work done trying to recreate moments from the game. Big budget put into this. This trailer does absolutely nothing for me, and I'm extremely excited about Black Ops 3. Played the multiplayer, I had a really good time, went to Treyarch, checked it out. Lots of great movement stuff, lots of great stuff that actually Halo is bringing this year. The multiplayer experiences for Halo and COD are like kind of getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
But this just really focuses on movement. It's all about, they talk about wall running for a second, but there's like all sorts of other things you can do. There's specialists you can play with in multiplayer. This trailer doesn't like allude to them at all. I think this trailer could be done for any Call of Duty, and I think that's one of my biggest problems. Like, this does not say Black Ops 3 to me at all. She does, like, a ground spike when she comes in. You can do that. You can wall run. There are robots in the campaign. That's it. That's all he does. Like, there are some areas that look like shots that I've seen from some levels and trailers and stuff like that. It's got an attitude that obviously, feels like typical Call of Duty trailers that we've seen before. But it just seems like some guy came in and was like, I got an idea. What if you really focus on one character, and that's the character that we focus on, and then you bring in another person, and it's just like, see, that's what Battlefield trailers do. It's what the Battlefront trailers do, where you're constantly seeing one person get one-upped again and again by someone else. And so it's like, that's the pace of multiplayer. That's how it goes. But you could apply this to, Ghost. You could apply this to Advanced Warfare. You could apply this to, World at War. Anything. They don't talk about. They show zombies ever so briefly. They don't talk about specialists. There's so many other cool moves you can do in multiplayer they don't focus on. I just don't know why this doesn't talk about Black Ops 3. Why it's just kind of this general like COD's fun. A poor showing, I think, for this franchise.
I normally love these trailers, Brandon. I normally score Call of Duty trailers pretty high. You're right. This one's stinky. The big difference, I think, between this one and others is how much it focuses on one person. And I think that's less interesting. Absolutely.
You know what's hilarious about that, too? First 4-player co-op in the campaign. In the
yes.
series.
Oh, yeah.
Remember last year? Remember Advanced Warfare from last year? Or I think it was Ghosts, where they were in Vegas?
Yes.
They're just like, here we go, we're in Vegas. And all the friends are just blowing stuff up and having a great time. And they're just playing multiplayer. And it's like, now you're actually in the campaign. So then, of course, that's the one where they just focus on a single guy.
And
like,
I think that's a mistake. I don't get that. I think there's a couple of moments that aren't communicated well, particularly the Marshawn Lynch thing, where like it seems like they're in two different scenes. You barely see these two guys on the same screen at the same time. And also, I think the bees, whatever the bees attack is, it's not visually communicated well of what he's actually doing. And so those two things, it's like, hey, you're just showing weird stuff in this trailer, where these trailers should be fun, and this one feels less fun. It might be also the soundtrack choice.
He also does like an upside down flip, like 2 or 3 times in the trailer, and you cannot do that, as far as I know, in the game. It is not possible. So I don't know what they're trying to sell. It's like you have these instances, like when I saw him facing those robots, I was like, oh, he could do this, he could do this, he could do this, and he doesn't do any of it. Like he does a thing you can't do.
There's some of the vibes here that are a little weird, like the whole deliberately getting like a pudgy guy to do all this crazy stuff and like eat a sandwich while he's taking guys out. and the barbershop thing. Like, just there's like this weird, I don't know, like trying to put in this idea that you could be doing other things at the same time, but you wouldn't be doing that while you're at I don't know.
Both Madden and Call of Duty are just off the rails now. I mean, they're just they're so, it is.
Oh,
just,
and they're throwing the guns away. Like, what is that?
Oh, I love that. That's a callback, actually. I really like it. Yeah, to that first guy who used to, like, he was a fry cook.
Right.
And
but
he
difference
tossed
is,
the gun in the same shot, actually.
Right. But the difference is that fry cook dropped in an airstrike. So the whole point of that trailer was that you got all these guys running around, and then this guy beats everyone because he got his score up. He dropped in an airstrike. So he's dropping his pistols because he doesn't need them because he dropped in an airstrike. Where she's dropping pistols because she's hot. Like, that's it. You know, it's like, okay, you come in. We've been watching, you know, this guy explain that he's just this great soldier, can, you know, accomplish anything. Then someone comes in and one-ups him with ground spikes, call back to the beginning of the trailer, knocks him out to do what? Shoot twice and drop her pistols. You're like, great. I can't wait to do that in Black Ops 3. It just,
It's just kind of riding the train of stuff that they've already done
That's
before.
another thing. Yeah, it doesn't one up their old
I feel
stuff.
like I've heard this song before in a trailer. I've seen a lot of the same kind of stuff in the trailer. So yeah, you're right. Like, it's not really showing, hey, what's new about this year's Call of Duty. It's just sort of like, hey, Call of Duty's back. So
I feel good. You know, I really was compelled to score this trailer because I didn't like it. And, you know, I feel bad because, you know, we don't have time to do a lot of trailer scores. There are a lot of great independent games that come out that have really interesting trailers that, like, we just don't have time. You know, a very limited group of people would come to celebrate us scoring those trailers.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth it. At the same time, I love scoring this because it shows, like, they brought in big actors, the big live action thing, they wrote a script, they poured a lot of money into it, and it didn't work. Like, this is not, and this is a game I'm really excited about. Didn't work. Didn't get me excited. Next to nothing in this trailer actually excites me about a game that I have played, and the game itself made me excited. And I think, yeah, you can make your trailers funny, Activision, you know, or, you know, Treyarch specifically, like, whose idea this was. Yeah, you can do this stuff and it's great, but if it doesn't actually tell me interesting things about the trailer, I mean, this is going to make people happy. This is going to crack people up when they see it on TV. It's going to make people eventually buy COD. But from someone who's had experience with Call of Duty Black Ops 3, this doesn't speak to the things that I enjoyed about the game, and does not speak to me as a gamer. There's some guy out there named Kevin with red hair who's like, you know, it's like, it's on my list now, you know, but not me. You know, I'm probably going to settle on a 6. I don't think you deserve a 6, though. I think you should be somewhere in the 5 range, but it's just the budget is just so big, you know? It's such a big, exciting thing, and I think it will crack people up. It will, you know, right in the middle of a basketball game or something. You're like, yeah, God, trailer. But yuck, don't do this again.
Yeah, I give it a 6 too. Taking off 0.5, of course.
A 6 as well?
Yep, 6 as well.
A
but
6.0 as well.
Minus 0.5, it's a 5.5. Because pre-order at the end. This doesn't communicate the strengths of its game. You have Marshawn Lynch. Let Marshawn Lynch have fun. Don't just make him look baffled the entire time he's in your trailer. Let everyone. These trailers should be fun. Let them be fun. Yeah, it doesn't play the strengths of the series.
Also, a weird comment that, like, in single-player mode, some guy could come in and kill all your enemies and walk away.
Yeah, what are you
you're
communicating
like, no,
exactly?
We're not. No,
yeah.
it's just a funny joke. And you're like, but you're trying to sell your game here, guys. Like,
yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go a little bit higher. I think it's still, you know, fairly enjoyable. I'll do a 6.9. Just like,
what's enjoyable about it, Bloodworth? Explain yourself.
I mean, it's just, you know, the mindless action, whatever.
So you like your trailers mindless, do you?
If you don't think about it too hard, just see it come up on TV or whatever.
Well, we're gonna nuke your 6.9 and drag it down to a 6.1. Thank you, Cop of 5.5. That's great. That brings it right down a little bit closer to where I wanted it to be, which is a 6. It just doesn't work. I mean, we've kind of already said enough, but yeah, 6.1, the aggregate score for the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 live action Sees Glory trailer. I get the feeling that no matter what we say, it's going to kind of fall on deaf ears because it just seems like this whole type of live action campaign is just off on its own, you know, trajectory. You know, it's like it doesn't matter what you guys are doing with your game or whatever. Kind of just give us brief little hints, and then we'll just take that and run off with our own little fun concept. Sometimes those concepts really work. This one didn't, and you guys seem to be in agreement. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Blood. See you next episode.